Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got another Power Rangers Ninja Steel review for you. This is the Power Rangers Mega Morph Deluxe Battle Station. So this is something new for the Ninja Steel toy line. They're basically taking the Power Stars from the Ninja Steel toy line, but making them transformable into something that is Zord Builder compatible, or at least some kind of a vehicle or weapon or something interesting, basically. So in this case right here, we have the Deluxe Battle Station, and it says morphs from Ninja Star to a cannon. So that's pretty cool, and it does come with a Ninja Steel Red Ranger, although super basic, like barely any paint, and molded in one particular pose. But we'll take a look at that. So here's the packaging for it. So it's in the box right here, and you can kind of see from the top and the bottom there. Got your Ninja Steel logo with the lightning bolt going down the side there. So there's that. The side of the box is basically blank, but you get to appreciate the patterned Power Star design there, I guess. Same on the other side. Bottom is blank, and then the back of the box right here, again, Ninja Star morphs into cannon, and there you have the cannon. So there's the Red Ranger with the cannon, and it launches missiles. Then the other thing that you can do with it, because it is Zord Builder compatible, is you can actually place the cannon inside the chest of the Ninja Steel Megazord. So we'll take a look at that. And we have other cycles and copters and all sorts of fun Zord Builder stuff available as well, which I will be reviewing too. So anyways, here's the Deluxe Battle Station. So without further ado, let's get this thing open and take a look. Alright, I got the Deluxe Battle Station out of the packaging right here. So let's take a look at it. Let's move this box out the way. And first up, I want to quickly take a look at the Ranger figure that it comes with. So this actually has a little more posability than I thought. I initially thought it was frozen in one particular pose. When I actually got it out of the box, I was like, huh, okay, actually it's a little bit more. Now, still limited, but it's something. So the paint, well, there really isn't any except for the helmet. So that's really the only paint. The rest is... there isn't. But it's clear, translucent, so that's, interesting looking. Design-wise, it's hard to see because it's translucent, but you still kind of very faintly have the design of the Power Star on there, kind of. You have like the belt buckle, so you kind of very faintly can see the elements of the design, but it is very faint. There's not, it's not going to be super prominent looking, when you're looking at it. Articulation wise, it is limited. The head does not move. The arms do rotate all the way around. It kind of takes the little piece of this little suit, I guess, and it is attached to the arm, so it just rotates around like that. The arms do not move outwards at all. They do bend at the elbow, and then it does not rotate, so his hands are permanently stuck in motorcycle grip form, as I like to call it, just like that. So they don't turn or anything like that. Now with the legs, they also don't bend apart, like outwards, but they do go forward and back a decent amount. In fact, you could probably, you could go all the way around if you really wanted to. So that's different. But also bending at the knees is a little different because they kind of have this sideways little joint, sort of. So it looks really awkward. So if you're going to bend at the knee, his knee basically goes sideways. So it's going to look like he broke his knee, especially if you do it forward like that. This is... Power Rangers Ninja Steel, folks. Anyways, I just thought that was funny. So the boot doesn't rotate or anything because this is all one solid piece right here that just does that. It looks so funny like that. What? Anyways, in comparison, here's the regular Ninja Steel 5-inch figure. Size-wise, they're basically the same. I think the regular 5-inch figure is a teeny bit taller. The helmet part is similar right there, except obviously the red is different because this is a darker translucent red, and then obviously all the other design elements, and then there's a lot more articulation for the regular 5-inch figure versus this one. So for comparison, that is the comparison. So just real quick to show you, I'm going to take a look at the actual cannon up close in a second, but just to get all the stuff with the figure out the way, he can basically grip on with these little handles on the back side right here, and just have him kind of as if he's gripping the massive little cannon right here, just like that. And you know, if you wanted to, if you don't want to use that figure and you want to use, you know, the regular 5-inch figure, totally acceptable. So you may just have to make the hand kind of open up the grip a little bit more. Oops. Okay, there we go. And then again, same thing. So it totally works. Any of the 5-inch figures will grip the cannon. So if that's how you wanted to like display it or whatever, it is totally possible. So that is that. So I'm going to take the figure out the way. There's not really anything else for this figure, so we'll just move that out the way. All right, so now the cannon itself. So this is it. So this is the unique design that they have for the battle station. And so you kind of have like these giant like triangle things, which is part of the power star, but this is like your base that kind of props it up. So there's one on each side, and that's what sort of props up this battle station. And it's a pretty decent size, as you can see. So, you know, by comparison with the figure, you know, you can see the size here. It's pretty big. So it's pretty cool looking, definitely. But that's kind of what it looks like there from the top and then from the bottom. So pretty neat. This part doesn't really like stick in place much, so just keep in mind, you know, if you're kind of just moving it around, it will be a little flimsy. But when it's sitting like that, like it will stay in its spot. It's not just gonna like flop down or something. So it's pretty sturdy in that sense. But yeah, so very interesting. So obviously you can see how it's inspired by the power stars just in this battle station form right there. And then you also do have a little symbol right there. So definitely kind of seems like it could come from the show, or it fits that aesthetic, definitely. So pretty interesting. Now the feature that it has is, I already loaded up the missile, but there's a button right here at the bottom of this little clip that you just push, and then it just fires that out just like that. So this is the missile that it comes with. It only comes with one, so don't lose it unless you have any of the other Power Rangers stuff in the past that use missiles. This is very similar to those ones before. So you just push it in until it kind of clicks into place, and that's pretty much it. And this one actually fires with a pretty decent force. So if you kind of push it, like it actually goes pretty far. Versus, you know, there's other weapons and stuff that have been released in the past where you'd fire the missile and it just went, you know, and just barely went anywhere. This one actually is pretty decent. You know, like if I just kind of have them with the Red Ranger right here. Sorry, Red Ranger, but bam, right in the face, and he's down. So pretty strong. It's definitely pretty cool. So that feature is definitely useful. So I'm just going to leave the missile out, but that's, you know, that's basically the battle station firing missile feature, whatever you want to call it. So the other part about this whole thing is it can transform, right? So the way that you can transform it is essentially, you can just kind of flip it over. You're just going to basically take these two pieces and rotate it underneath, except when you do that, you want this piece to be down first, because you see how you have this opening right here, which is where this other piece is going to just sit right in. So you don't want to go the other way, because then it's not going to click in. So again, it's like this, right? So you have the battle station like this. So you just fold the two pieces down, just like that. And it's not going to click into place just yet, but you can just kind of hold it in place with your thumb. And you're going to take the two sides right here and just kind of plop it like that, just like that. And when you do that, you notice when you let go of your thumb, it clicks this whole piece into place. So it kind of does that. Although I did it wrong, because this piece is supposed to go underneath there. So, oops. You have to do the order properly, I guess you could say. So this kind of folds in, this folds in here. Oops, fold that one down, make sure that this piece is down first, and then this piece folds on top. You see how it kind of folds on top like that? See, the order of it is very important. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take this little piece. There's two pieces, one on each side, that are just kind of folded up. You're just going to fold it down and fold it down, just like that, or fold it up, or whatever you want to call it. So that The bottom of it looks like this, and it's all clicked into place, but when you flip it over, dun da da da, you have a Power Star. So very basic looking Power Star. There's not really much paint to it or anything. You just got the red and gold right there. But it's pretty big. I mean, it's a huge Power Star. As you can see, it's almost like a little Frisbee, although I wouldn't recommend that, throwing it at somebody. That would probably hurt. That is not a feature of this product. I do not condone violence. But that's it. That's the Power Star right there. So then what you can do to transform it is what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to push down those two little ends, like that one here and the one right here, just to make it easy so that when it flips, these things don't get in the way of the transformation, basically. So you just fold down those two sides, and then all you got to do is I'm just going to hold it like this, and I'm going to fold down these two little triangles, and it's going to flip open. Ready? Just like that. Okay? So let's do that again, from a couple different angles so you can kind of see how the transformation works. So we're going to fold this down, make sure this end is down. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm not going to bother with keep moving these up and down, but essentially this is what it's supposed to look like, all transform, but since I'm just messing with the transformation, we'll do that. Okay, ready? And just like that. So that's pretty neat. It's a little weird to fold it because you have to make sure that you're doing it properly with the right sequence, but it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it, just like that. So again, we'll try from this angle, just like that. You got to be careful because it grazed my my finger a little bit too because it pops open with such force. So just for kids, this might be one that you might want kids that are slightly older to have so that your kids don't get like a finger stuck somewhere in there because it does pop open with a decent amount of force. So keep that in mind. It does say ages 4+, but you just might want to be a little wary of that. I don't really particularly see any specifics that may really be super dangerous, but just in case, because as you can see, there's lots of different places where a finger may get stuck in there somewhere. But anyway, so that's basically the transforming gimmick. So that's that. So now what you can do is, this is Zord Builder compatible, right? So I'm going to bring in the deluxe Ninja Steel Megazord. I've done a review of this, so you can go check that out. But this thing works with the Megazord. So I'm going to take out the sword right here. And one thing that you can do is you can actually pop open from the back here a little handle for the cannon. So the Megazord can basically, move it forward a little bit, and there we go. Basically, it's like holding the battle station in place, just like that. So that's pretty cool. If you want to display it like that, I think that looks pretty cool because the cannon is so huge, the battle station with the Megazord, that it looks more proportional and looks pretty cool. So I think that's a really cool display. If you wanted to display it that way. And of course, the missiles still work because, you still have that access right there. So you can display it like this, have the missile ready to fire. Boom, there you go. So it works, definitely. So that's pretty cool. But you can also go further with this. So let's take that out, put the handle down. And what you can actually do is, let's take off the head of the Megazord, and we'll take out the Robo Red Zord. Okay, so we'll take that out. And on the cannon here, on the battle station, you can actually break off this long cannon, the one that fires the missile. So this part actually, it takes a little bit of force. See, at first I was afraid I was going to break it, but you're not going to break it. It's got a little peg right here, so it's meant to come off, just like this. Okay, and then when you're going to attach it on the Megazord, however, you're going to flip it over. So the handle to shoot the missiles is at the top now. Because if you were to do this way, you notice that the grips on here interfere and it won't let you put it in. So you have to flip it over like that. And then it clicks right into place. And then what you can do is you can put back the Megazord head like so. And there you have it. This is the Ninja Steel Megazord with battle station cannon, or whatever you want to call it. I don't think there's a specific name for it yet, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this mode. It just looks really awkward. It reminds me a lot of Super Mega Force with the cannon like in the chest, that whole mode. But it just looks just plain and just, I don't know. To me, I'm not a huge fan of this mode, but you can do it. You can put in the missile. You can have some fun with that. The other thing that you can do, because you have all this leftover stuff, right? Like, what about the rest of this little battle station? So what you can actually do is you can take the Robo Red Zord, you know, make it stand like that, and just make them stand on top of it. It doesn't click into place anywhere, but you can just have them stand there. And then the instructions show taking the sword, and there's actually 2 little holes right on the side here, and it shows it on the right side just like that. I guess. So it's kind of odd to me, just the random sword just like that, but that's what the instructions show. So, hey, there you go, I guess. I don't know. So the Robo Red Zord can be, you know, riding on that, and then you have your Megazord with a cannon there. So you can have some fun with it, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this mode. I think the battle station itself is pretty neat. Transforming into the Power Star is kind of cool. But this mode in particular, I'm not a huge fan of, but it's Zord Builder, so maybe down the road there'll be other Megazords and things that we can use some of this with, and it'll look even better. Who knows? We'll see. But that's that, guys. This is the Mega Morph Deluxe Battle Station. So this is one of the new items in the Ninja Steel toy line. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. If you all like Zord Builder compatibility, well, in addition to this new deluxe battle station, we have new cycles that are Zord Builder, and these also transform too. So I have this little cycle right here for the Red Ranger. I have this copter for the Blue Ranger, so that's interesting. And another different little cycle for the Yellow Ranger. So Zord Builder compatibility, lots of cool items, which I'm excited about. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, please share this video, please give it a thumbs up. Get ready, get excited, got more cool Ninja Steel stuff on the way, which I can't wait to go check out. So thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you later.